My daughter has an imaginary friend. He looks exactly like me. My daughter never called him scary. That's what keeps me awake. She never screamed, never cried, never asked him to leave. She just smiled and said, "He looks like you, Daddy, but nicer." My daughter, Lily, was 6 when she first mentioned him. We were coloring at the kitchen table when she casually asked if I remembered teaching her a song. I didn't. She said her friend did. "That's nice," I said, without thinking. That's how it starts. You dismiss things because they sound harmless. She called him Other Daddy. Kids give strange names to imaginary friends. I knew that, but she described routines. He sat where I sat, read the same books, tucked her in the same way. Except, he never gets tired, she said, and he doesn't sigh when I ask questions. One night, I overheard her talking, responding. I stood outside her bedroom door, heart racing, as she laughed softly and said, "I know, you're not supposed to come out yet." I opened the door. She was alone, smiling at the empty corner near her closet. I asked her what he looked like. She didn't hesitate. She described my face perfectly. Not how I look now, how I looked before she was born. Same scar on my eyebrow, same crooked smile, same old jacket I stopped wearing years ago. She'd never seen photos of me from that time, but he looked exactly like that. She started correcting me. "No, Daddy, you don't say it like that. He says it's softer." She preferred when I wasn't around. When I hugged her, she stiffened. "He doesn't hug like that." And sometimes, late at night, I'd hear her whisper, "He's sad you're still here." She stopped asking me for help, stopped telling me secrets, stopped running to me when she fell. But she talked endlessly about him. "He knows when I'm scared. He listens. He never leaves." And then she said something I'll never forget. "He says one of you has to go check the house. Cameras, closets, mirrors, nothing. But things moved. My chair pulled out. My mug warm when untouched. I asked her to tell him goodbye. She looked confused. Why would I say goodbye to you? That night I saw him. Not fully. Just a reflection behind me in the hallway mirror. Smiling. Waiting. He wasn't an imaginary friend. He was a version. The one she wanted. The one without anger. Without exhaustion. Without failure. He didn't want my body. He wanted my place. And she had already chosen. They say children grow out of imaginary friends. Mine didn't. She grew into him. Now, when she calls for Daddy, I stay quiet. Because the footsteps that answer her aren't mine anymore.